I'll do Bane voice, and then Keith can do Bob.
Okay.
And Jen, who do you want to do?
I can do myself.
I can do myself is the name of Jen's
I knew
second
that.
favorite.
Yeah, me too.
I made one of my sex tape jokes, and he like deletes what I said, and then like the streamer was like, "No, no, you're gonna get me canceled. Like, don't do that."
All right, we're rolling.
All
We're
right.
rolling is the name of my sex tape.
I thought it was the name of your biography.
It is,
Oh,
but my
You're always
sex tape
rolling
is a biopic.
and making sex tapes.
My sex tape is a biopic. Okay, what are you judging?
I ain't judging. You see
Yeah.
me wearing a gown, wielding a gavel? No.
well, we can't see you, so we don't.
Guys, who would play
Oh,
you in
good
a
point.
movie?
You could be.
I could
We
be.
started, by the way. Guys, welcome to It's Getting Late. My name is Christopher Notwagen. That's FamCam.
Hello.
That's Smidjen. We're fucking doing thing, man. It's 2021. We're here. It's the first episode of the year, and we have some announcements, like morning announcements. You know, like remember, like you'd start school off, and you'd have like your morning announcements.
You have
Who's
your
up for
morning announcements.
announcements?
You have your morning
Okay.
announcements when it's getting late.
Yeah, we have our morning announcements getting late. So, like, here's the thing. My health is not the greatest, and I've been getting sick, and this is something we've discussed for a long time. And so 2021 is my last year doing the podcast. But it's not the last year of the podcast because FamCam is taking over. He will be a full-time host of the show without me, and it's gonna be great because I trust him. There's nobody in the world that I trust more than this man right here. So you guys are in good hands. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fucking great. And I'll pop back up every now and then when I can. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. And we're gonna do whatever we can and all sorts of sketches and sketches and skits and stuff and different sort of like ASMR related things, and it's gonna be great. But yeah, it's gonna be fun, and so yeah, that's what we're doing this year. Yeah, Keith,
Damn, dude, you put a lot of pressure on me.
put a lot of pressure on you. Is the name of my sex tape.
Heyo. Well, I'm flattered, Chris, and I'm also honored. Thank you so much for just everything, really. We got a great show coming up for you guys. The one and only Smidjen is with us.
Hi.
Yeah,
Smidjen, ladies and gentlemen. Like, holy crap.
I used to be so scared of her, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was so scared of her because she's all right. She's this small like thing, but she's like very intimidating, and she's like very sort of like she's very much a smartass, right? Right. So like
Would you be scared of yourself? Based on that logic, I think you would be scared of yourself if you looked in the mirror.
probably, but like no, like when I met her, I met her through like I think when I met her, I was like, "You look like Goldie," and I was like, "You and Goldie are twins," and I don't think she liked that. And then I was like, "Oh no, she doesn't like me. She hates me." So I spent months thinking that Smidgen just absolutely hated me.
Did
So I
you?
was
No, I didn't.
I was scared to like ask her to like come be on the podcast, but like I was like secretly like watching like her Fluffy Mike videos. I was like, she's so good. I want her on the podcast, but I'm so scared of her.
And I feel so bad, but like that's everyone, not everyone, I shouldn't say, but a lot of people's initial reaction is like they don't like me or I don't know. It's super weird.
Oh no,
Why they get that
I thought you were
reaction?
cool. I thought you were cool.
I-
You just scared the shit out of me. And it was like I was like, does she hate me?
Well,
I think it's like my resting bitch face maybe, and I'm very shy and I keep to myself, and maybe that's off-putting.
to be honest, I got none of those impressions from you ever. I don't know why.
That's good.
Maybe I just suck at reading people.
Everybody.
I mean, maybe I'm worse than I think. I don't know. I feel like I'm a nice person. Unless you make me mad or annoy me, but I try to be nice.
I'm just a big baby now, so like I'm
do not.
scared.
There is no try.
No, I did not. There's no. I can't do Yoda. I can do Bane.
Yeah, you can do Bane.
But
Don't ask me to do Baby Yoda because I still have never seen a single episode of Mandalorian I haven't even seen any clips, let alone episodes.
What?
Yeah, I'm saying that on IGL for everybody to hear shamelessly. I've said it on stream a bunch of times shamelessly.
I'm about to give my whole fucking like program to a man that ain't even seen the Mandalorian. What the fuck?
Okay, Chris, I promise you I'll see at least one episode of Mandalorian before the year is over and the show goes to me.
And I promise you that I will watch 5 minutes of Lord of the Rings. I still have never seen Lord of the Rings, by the way.
Damn it, man! Even I've seen that shit. but all 3 Lord of the Rings movies put me to sleep like an ASMR video.
Really?
All 3 of them.
Is that why Chrissy always does Lord of the Rings type? Oh,
Probably.
Chrissy got her affiliate, by the way.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, she sent it to me last night. I was so proud. I was like, she sent me the thing, and she's like, guess what? She's like, I know you're asleep, but guess what? And she's like, and I was like, you know, I'm not asleep. You know, I'm out here doing Bane voices in pain, like. But yeah, she showed me the little like affiliate thing. Not affiliate. Yeah, I had affiliate. I get affiliate and partner mixed up, but yeah, she
one
made
is a
affiliate.
check mark, which Jen has.
Yeah,
I do have that.
Yeah,
which adds to the
Smidjen
intimidation factor.
Smidjen is famous and shit, you know.
Famous and scary.
Smidjen, why are you so famous? Oh my god!
For those who don't know what I'm talking about, when we first got Caitlin, ASMR Kitten, aka Miss Caitlin, on the show, Chris was dead afraid to talk to her at the time. Now she's one of his best friends in the whole wide world. But I was like,
She's
you should
literally like my sister now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Caitlin's pretty cool. I really like Caitlin.
Caitlin, Chris, and I are like brothers and sister. So
yeah, like if I need something, there are 2 people that I call. It's either Caitlin or I call Keith. Like for everything.
Yeah. So how it started is Chris was dead afraid to get her on the show when I was like, you should get Caitlin on the show, because Caitlin was one of the first fellow ASMRs I talked to when I started. And I was like, we got to get her on the show. She's amazing. And yeah, so make me bring out my Christopher not walking without actually doing his voice that time. But anyway, so he was like, I ain't talking to her. What the fuck you talking about? She's like, nah, this is somebody that I've watched forever. It's like, what? And I was like, bro.
Not doing it. It's scary. And
yeah.
I don't mind doing it.
I was like, if you don't do it, I will talk to her and get her on the show. And he's like, oh, shit, I better talk to her. I don't know what he's gonna say. I wasn't gonna say anything bad or anything, but I probably would have roasted him in some way or form. I definitely would have told Caitlin that he was too afraid because I'm kind of a dick. You have to be to run the show.
Keith is probably going to end up emailing because I'm too triggered to do it.
Yeah.
You know who, right?
I know exactly what you're talking about, but we aren't going to announce it until it happens.
Okay. So by the way, so we have a new email for the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I, I I I was like, we need like an official like email for the podcast. And so like I went and like made like a business email for like the podcast. If you want to email us at it's getting late pod at gmail.com
Yeah.
and let us know if you want on the show. If you're an ASM artist and you want on the show. Now let's dive into this because Smidjen is here and I have so many questions because listen, Smidjen, listen, here's the thing,
I'm listening.
okay? I have been doing this for a very long time, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm not gonna bullshit you. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, uh, eh. You are genuinely one of the best I've ever seen do this.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's sweet. Thank you.
I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit you. See, here's the thing about ASMR, okay? It's not about the triggers. Triggers are secondary, okay? Like anybody can do triggers. Anybody can do like kiss sounds. Anybody can do like anybody can read facts. You know what I mean? Like
Kiss sounds, the ones where you put on makeup, stick out your long tongue, and rock and roll.
Right.
I wanna rock and roll. Oh yeah.
And party every day.
Yeah. But yeah, so like anybody can do that, right? Like that's why there are so many like ASMR videos. But it takes talent and it takes skill to be able to have the ability to make people feel safe. And that is something that you do in spades, whether you're doing it on Twitch in your streams or whether you're doing it on your YouTube videos, you have the ability to make people feel like they are accepted and they are safe, and that is why you are a success. That's why you're so successful at what you do. It's
Oh,
not the triggers.
right.
It's who you are.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way. That's what I try to embody with my Twitch and YouTube. I don't know if it ever comes across because I still get very like I've been doing this almost. Oh my god, has it been almost 3 years?
You've been doing this about a month longer than I have.
Yeah, I think this
So
July,
it's
or August. It's like 3 years, isn't it?
How'd you dive into it?
I started in November 2018, so I think you might have started in October or maybe September.
I'd have
A couple
to
months
look
before
on
me.
YouTube. I want to say because it's not what I thought it was because I remember I looked back and I'm like, because my
It's not what I thought it was. It's the name of my sex tape.
There we
because I
go.
remember it was like after a year I looked because I'm like my year should be coming up, and lo and behold my year had passed and I'm like, oh well shit. I don't even know when I started it. I think it's July and I thought it was August. I'd have to go back on my YouTube and see when I posted my first video, which I think I have private now, to be honest.
Our first video is definitely private.
My first video is still public and is well, I had the gain too loud, and it's a fluffy mic video, and you could hear the inside of the fluffy mic cover just going over the mic.
Dear.
It was a disaster.
We all start somewhere, right?
And I didn't have a beard yet, and I was so baby-faced. So baby-faced.
This was pre-beard.
Mm-hmm. Like
Jerry time.
I look half my age without a beard. Maybe even younger.
Nobody cared till I put on the beard. Get it? Gizbane.
Yes.
Guys, I'm gonna be doing a lot of Bane voices. That's a thing that you're gonna have to get used to on IGL.
Yeah.
So Smidjen was very impressed by my Bane voice, by the way.
I thought it was
Yeah.
like a voice or like the voice changer, you know?
No, it's actually me.
That's pretty cool. I can't do voices, so I admire people who can.
Oh,
Well, you see, here's the thing. Here's why I'm okay at voices. I spend a lot of time in bed,
I spend a
not
lot of time in
well.
bed is the name of my sex tape.
I spend a lot of time in bed, not well, right? And like, I sit there and I just do voices. Like I
Yeah.
listen to like crime podcasts and I do voices. Like that's all I do all day.
That's
Like
kind of what I do when I'm driving.
I've been listening to a lot of true crime. That's actually how I prepared for this. For getting back into doing IGL.
Oh,
I was listening to a podcast called The Prosecutors, and I was like, if they can fucking do it, I can fucking do it.
I
That's
don't know.
not a dig on the part on prosecutors. I love them. I think they're amazing. But Jen, back to you. How did you get into it? What did you? How did you find ASMR? How did you sort of like decide this is the road that you want to be traveling on?
Well, my husband actually got me into ASMR. He's been listening to ASMR for many years. Um,
Oh, so he's like smart man, and he's like, listen, I like women, I like butts. Hey, woman, do ASMR, and I will marry you.
that's not exactly how it went, but close. No, he it all started because like I didn't like the job I was in because I was working at a factory, which was fine. It was more so the fact that I was on second shift, which is from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. And my
oh,
husband was on more first shift, so I never saw him. Sometimes he would have an early day, so I'd see him for like an hour, then I'd leave, and then he would be asleep when I get home, so I wouldn't see him on until the weekend.
oof.
And I was just tired of it, and like doing interviews, like for jobs, really gets my anxiety high. Like I'm just a terrible interviewer. I'm a really good worker. I just I can't do interviews very well, so I was really
You're doing
scared.
this one pretty good.
Yeah. Don't
Thanks.
don't don't worry. This is not for a job.
Right, this is a little different. I'm still nervous, but it's a different kind of nervous. But
Spoiler alert, I'm hiring Jen as my second command when I take over the show.
oh shit.
Oh no!
Um, but he heard my voice in a video, and he just told me I should try it, and I was like, "Oh, no, I don't know," because he showed me this. He showed me ASMR, like, 7 years ago, and I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those people that was like, "What the hell is this?" Like, this
This
is
is porn.
it
This is
sounds
porn.
sexual.
This is audio porn. Why
'Cause,
are
like
you showing me audio porn? We're
exactly,
getting divorced.
See, I never
'cause I was
had
Is that
that
how it went?
luxury because when I first saw ASMR, well, actually no, when I first saw ASMR it was Game Grumps, but they were parroting it. But when I first saw ASMR legit, it was an unboxing of the NES Classic, and it was on a channel that I was following for a while. That isn't an ASMR channel, but he's an ASMR fan, Review Tech USA, and in the beginning of the video, explains they're meant to relax you. I use them to help me fall asleep. And because I am the worst insomniac on earth, I was like, I'm getting into this ASMR thing. It will help me wonders. And it has been.
My first was like Heather Feather.
I love Heather Feather.
Yeah, Heather Feather was great.
Do
Like
you?
I would listen to her, and then I would listen to like massage video. I would look for like guided hypnosis videos, and that's how like I found ASMR.
Yeah.
And I would always be like so embarrassed too. I'd be like, how am I gonna explain this? Because I was like, what if somebody comes in here? I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna just say I'm watching porn. Fuck it. Like,
it's
See,
easier.
everyone who knows me well knows that I love and do ASMR because they know my sleep problems quite well. Every every time I ever traveled with people or had a sleepover as a kid, I was always the last person to fall asleep every single time
well,
without fail.
Mhm.
But I digress. Jen, do you remember the first ASMR video you saw and who it was by?
I remember because it's all in the same time frame of whenever my husband told me I should try it, and I just remember, 7 years ago when he showed me it the first time, I was like, "Nah, I don't know, I don't think so." And then he went to bed one night, and I went to bed a little later, and I went into the bedroom, and I remember it. He had one of GB's videos, Cooking with GB,
Ah,
playing on the TV, and so I just sat
Phoebe's
there.
been on the show, by the way.
Has she?
she has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
She, Frivy, Maddie Tingles, the works have all been on the show before I even knew what ASMR was.
That's awesome.
Before it was even called It's Getting Late.
Yeah.
Well, didn't the name change like this year
It's
or
Yeah.
last year?
in the last 12 months. We're still
But
dirty
yeah.
and nerdy, but
There you go.
Dirty Nerdy Show doesn't really have anything. The name Dirty Nerdy Show doesn't have anything to do with ASMR, and it started before the show was about ASMR. It was focused on, well, nerdy shit. I guess ASMR can be nerdy
Yeah,
too, depending
so-
on how you do it.
So
But I digress.
we were thinking about changing the name for a long time, and
Mhm.
then like we were like, what do we change it to? And then I came up with that one day, and I was like, Keith. And then I showed him like a logo, and he's like, yes.
Yeah.
I think it's much more fitting.
Yeah. And it sounds like a talk show,
Exactly.
which is kind of what we're going for in a way.
So it's what we've always like strived to be is like
Yeah.
the Tonight Show of ASMR.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. I think
Yeah.
the name change was really good. I like it. Don't remember what she was cooking, but I
We're
remember.
gonna pretend it was grilled cheese because I really want grilled cheese right now.
I
could
love
probably-
grilled cheese. Dan Cook.
I can go back and find the video, but yeah, I just remember sitting there. I'm like, oh. And I just sat there and watched the whole video. I was like, well, that was nice. I was like, this is not at all what I thought it was. And so I
This
started.
is not at all what I thought it was. It's the name of my sex tape.
See, that's what Jen and everybody else thought it was. The name of Chris's sex tape.
Yeah.
ASMR as a whole.
Yeah.
It's all been
Yep.
Chris this whole time.
Yep. So I was
Everything
one
else
of those people who thought it was a sexual thing, and then I started, looking around on YouTube, and I was like, okay. And then I started reading into like what it is and what it can do, and I was like, all right. I was like, well, I think I'll try it. I'm really interested in that. And
When did you realize that you were like a god at it?
I don't think I'm a god. I don't think I'm like very good at it, but I
You're
enjoy it.
stupid good, bro. Like, like you're just like, no, bro. You're like stupid good. Like I listen to you talk about like facts that I don't even give a shit about. But like I listen to the facts, and then I fall asleep, and then I wake up like knowing things that like I shouldn't fucking know because I listened to your video, bro. Like that is you. That's what you do.
Let's
Well,
hear
I'm
some
glad.
facts, by the way,
Mm.
so that the people listening can hear some facts that they shouldn't have known.
What is the fact that you pulled up for like one of your videos that you're like, oh shit, I didn't know that.
To be honest, I read so
That
many.
surprised you.
I read so many, and my memory, you guys, is so bad. Like, I don't even remember what I did yesterday most of the time.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's really bad. I just read them and then move on. But I do remember, like, I've had some moments where I'm like, oh, I didn't know that, but I couldn't tell you what the fact was. But it has happened. Okay, I'll find a short one. So there are some bananas that are red.
Find a
instead
short.
of
What
orange.
is the name of my sex tape?
Did you hear that one?
Okay, what'd you say?
There are some.
I added crickets in post, just so you know. I've done that quite a few times, actually.
Yes.
When there's awkward silence, I put crickets in post.
That's amazing. But there are some bananas that are red instead of yellow.
I feel like I've seen some red bananas before, actually.
I have never seen red bananas, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
I've never seen a red banana in my life.
They're pretty rare, but they are around.
I've seen a green banana.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I've also seen some brown spotted bananas.
Those are the best.
Oh, guys, you want a tip if you have kidney disease?
Sure.
Sure.
So let's say that you like fuck up and like you have too much sodium in your diet and your kidneys are like and you get all dizzy, right?
Mhm.
So what you do is you drink a bunch of water, but you also, if you eat a banana, that's potassium and it soaks up that and and you feel better. I swear to God.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So like that's why like when like I don't know if you ever like see me like I'm sick like I'm dizzy and like I disappear like in like your streams
Hmm.
like I usually like disappear to like go grab a banana.
Well, that's interesting.
Huh.
I'm glad that helps, though.
Yeah, and that and drugs also help.
Of course.
Yeah.
Drugs are good. They make you do things that you know you're not should. And if you do 'em, people think that you're cool. And if you do 'em, people think that you're cool.
None of that's true, kids. Don't listen to him.
That's a no effects song.
Yeah, guys, don't actually do drugs.
Don't actually do
like,
drugs.
Unless they're prescribed to you.
Yes. In which
Yeah.
case, do them at the dosage that is
Recommended by
recommended by your doctor. Thank you.
Yeah, I
Couldn't
don't
think of
even
the words for some
handle.
reason.
I don't even handle my pain medications. I get other people to handle them for me.
your doctor.
Yeah.
So, Jen, why are you so good at ASMR, bro?
I don't know. I think it helps that I'm a naturally like soft-spoken person. I think ASMR is like perfect for
Also,
shy
it helps that
introverts.
you have like tiny hands.
I do have tiny hands. I'm just tiny.
Does that help?
I don't know.
I don't know, Smidjen. Who are some of the people that you listen to on the Twitch for the ASMRs and on the YouTubes? Give us your recommendations right now.
I haven't listened to ASMR in an embarrassing while. But I really do enjoy
What do you listen to then?
like at night.
Yeah.
I so stupid. I like to play Bob's Burgers because I've like seen every episode a million times, so I don't have to watch it.
I'm flattered.
The intention. I love Bob's Burgers so much.
My most viewed video is my Bob video. GB
You
came
do
across it
such a good
recently.
Bob. You do a good Bob voice.
Thank you.
I
Okay,
enjoy it a lot.
here's my thing about Bob's Burgers, okay? You either fall into two camps, okay? You're either a Bob's Burgers fan or you're an Archer fan. I'm an Archer guy. I love Archer.
Yeah.
It's the same guy, yeah. But he doesn't. I've tried to watch Archer, and I'm like, no, it's Bob. That's Bob.
Phrasing.
I'm basically Archer, okay? Like if you like I'm basically Archer. Like if you think about it, like I'm Archer, but like I'm Archer after he quit drinking, and like
I haven't fully watched the show, so I don't like know Archer. I just
Same.
I just could point it out and be like, oh yeah, that's Archer. I probably should watch it. It's probably a show I would like. I just can't get past Bob's voice. To me, that's Bob.
To be perfectly honest, I'm fine with that. I first heard H. John Benjamin on Important Things with Dimitri Martin and what's it called? Home Movies.
I heard him on Dr.
My
Cat.
girlfriend in college was obsessed with home movies. He played a. It stars some kids who make home movies, hence the title. And they have this soccer coach named Coach McGurk, who H. John Benjamin voices, and he's trying to give Brendan, the main character, a talk about girls and women, and he's like, "So Brendan, women are like grapes because they're a complicated bunch, and I said bunch, and I thought of grapes, and I'm trying really hard. I swear. But okay, so hang on. What if I said that they were a complicated group? Oh shit! I thought about grapes again."
Oh, that's funny.
Good
The
stuff.
first time I ever heard his voice was, I think, on an episode of like Dr. Katz.
I'm not
Dr.
familiar.
Katz? I am not either.
Dr. Katz is like this. It's really bad animation, but like bad on purpose. And it
Oh, I
was
love
like
that
this
shit.
comedian. It was like this comedian guy. And so like different comedians would like go and like they would like do like these like they would basically do their stand-up bits, but they would do them in like the premise was like you're in a therapist's office, right? And it was Dr. Katz, right? And so like you would like listen to like people do like their stand up, and like Mitch Hedberg did one, who is he's no longer with us. Mitch Hedberg died, but he was a fantastic comedian. It's one of my favorite like stand ups ever.
Mhm.
And but yeah, I used to love like listening to like Dr. Katz. I used to like just listening to like how people would like put together their jokes and stuff, and that's kind of like how I put together jokes.
Mhm.
Yeah, now you know a little bit about how I write jokes.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that story went nowhere, you guys.
But now we know.
But now you know.
Now we know.
But now you know. Jen, so what's in the future for your channel? Why are you taking over the world?
I wouldn't say that, but I don't
You're
know.
taking over the world. Jen, why are you so good at ASMRs? Bro, what the fuck? What? You're like
Why are you
super
taking over
good
the
at this.
world?
Why taking over the world? Why are you doing this?
We
Why?
got the whole world in Jen's hands.
So why am I doing ASMR? Is that the question?
Jen, no, Jen. Why are you so fucking good at it, bro? Like like
I think that's very what's the word I'm looking for?
Subjective?
Yes, thank you. It's all very subjective. Some people think
no.
I'm
No,
horrible.
no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. It's one of the facts in your facts videos. Jen is really good at ASMR, okay?
I don't know. Because I don't think I'm like super great at it.
Bro.
I
Bro.
I do very simple things, but those are like I enjoy doing the simple things. Like I admire people who can do elaborate role plays and all that stuff. And when I first started my channel, you can ask my husband. I was like, I don't want to do any role plays because um, I'm not good at acting, and I still get nervous to film even to this day, almost 3 years later. It gives me really bad anxiety because I don't like to be in front of the camera, and I never really have. I don't like feeling like all eyes are on me.
So what goes through
I
your head
still get
when you're
nervous.
streaming?
When I'm streaming, it's a little different. I actually enjoy live streaming more than I do filming because when
Same.
I'm live streaming, I feel like I'm actually talking to people,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not just talking to a camera. Like every time I film, it's just I'm not one of those people who can picture the camera as somebody. It's like my brain's like, "No, you're just talking to a camera and you look ridiculous." So when I'm streaming, I feel like I'm actually conversing with people, and it feels more natural for me to live stream.
Hmm.
So you enjoy the streaming way more?
I think I do. I mean, I still do enjoy making YouTube videos. But if I had
I enjoy listening to the YouTube videos that you make, bro.
thank thank you. But if I had to choose one, like if I had to quit one, I would definitely quit YouTube over Twitch.
Yeah,
So
me too.
um
Twitch is my baby. Even though I
let's
started
do
on
some
YouTube.
Right.
let's do some facts, since I want to do some facts, but I want to do some facts in voices. So
Okay.
I was thinking, right? I was thinking about, like a bit that we could do. I'll do Bane voice, and then Keith can do Bob.
Okay.
And Jen, who do you want to do?
I can do myself.
I can do myself is the name of Jen's
I knew that
secretary.
was coming.
Yeah, me too.
Right when I said it, I was like, son of a bitch. But I literally can't do voices. So that's where we're at.
Okay. So all of us are gonna pull up lists of facts to read in the voices that we have been chosen for.
All right. So pull us up. Let's pull up some facts. I'm pulling up facts right now. Guys, I am such a fat ass that I typed in FAC and it put it in fettuccine Alfredo came up.
Oh, nice.
Damn, now I want fettuccine Alfredo.
No kidding.
I came across a vegan Alfredo sauce, but it looks like
That is
something
the most.
else.
Said vegan, and I checked out. I'm gonna be honest.
Chris,
What?
come on, man, don't be a hater.
I don't like vegans. I've been interested. I really would like to go vegetarian, but vegan is just there's too much soy.
I actually don't eat that much soy, to be honest.
You don't really, because
Yeah.
everything I find, I don't really live in an area where it's ideal to be vegan.
Yeah,
Not a lot.
California is where it's at if you go vegan.
Yeah.
In fact, oh
I'm from the
God.
South, you guys. We have fried chicken and cholesterol. Like that's
Yeah.
our diet.
See, in California, we have literally everything,
Yeah.
And
including
barbecue.
fried chicken, and yes, barbecue. It doesn't compare to South barbecue. Chris and I have talked about this a couple
California
times.
barbecue is not real barbecue. I will fucking fight you. I swear to God.
Chris, I'm a black belt. No, I'm just kidding. But
You're a
I did
black
come
belt,
close.
but guess
I did
what?
come close to
I
black
have-
belt in Taekwondo, but then I had to stop for bullshit reasons like playing baseball and putting it on hold, and then just not having the interest to go back,
You
which
might
I
be a
regret.
black belt, but I have guns, bro. So like, I win.
I got guns too, not the ones that fire bullets, but the ones that lift big ass bullets.
Oh my God.
I'm from the South. We have actual guns.
My fact is about oysters. So
Oh, mine's about oranges.
You know what? I'm gonna look up facts about butts.
fitting.
You know what? I might as well look up facts about music.
Oh, that's a good one.
This one comes from Women's Health, okay?
Mhm.
Oh no, this is just a list. That's just a list video. Fuck you. You're not a fucking actual fact.
Oh, the first fact that came up is one that I already knew. Fender could not
What?
play the guitar.
Who's that?
Who?
Fender, creator of Fender guitars.
Oh,
Leo Fender?
interesting.
Yeah, he could. Leo Fender never actually learned to play guitar.
Wow.
Ain't that some shit?
It's weird that he didn't know how, but he could make them.
Yeah.
You'd think you'd need to know how, but that's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh my god, if you Google random facts, it gives you a random fact.
No way.
Guys.
So I read my fact, so who's going next?
I can go because I have mine up.
All right.
Do it.
According to this, average number of eggs laid by the female American oyster per year is 500 million, and usually only one oyster out of the bunch reaches maturity.
Wow.
Isn't
Kind of
that
like
insane?
humans. Just kidding. I'm including myself in the ones that don't reach maturity, by the way. Only physically matured. That's it.
I'm looking for a good fact, is what I'm doing.
I can't wait.
Your heart beats to the rhythm of the music. You know what? If I'm going to read these as Bob, I might as well look up some burger facts.
Burger facts, yes! Oh my god. Do that.
A vegan reading burger facts. Who knew?
I know lots of things about food. Like, did you know that the first burger was uh was came from like Connecticut, and they just put it on like regular like bread, like Texas toast style bread.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And it's evolved so much.
I thought they came from Germany.
Yeah.
The name did. Hamburgers got their
The
name
the
from
name did.
Hamburgers got their name from Hamburg, Germany, where a cut of beef is called the Hamburg steak is from. This evolved to what we now know as hamburger.
Interesting.
But do we know the greatest burger of all time is the
Impossible Burger, yes.
is the Out West burger.
That's the second best.
Is the Out West burger from what you call it? I forgot. Why can't I think of words?
Google it.
The Out West burger from Cookout. Ah, why did I? Oh my god, I forgot Cookout. Wow, brain. Wow, brain.
I really want to try Cookout's fries. That's what I really want to compare to, say, In-N-Out and Amy's and fucking.
No, you know what the best
I
fries
don't know what
is?
any of those
Like,
places are.
the best fries is like Rally's Checkers fries.
I've never been to Checkers either because we don't have that here. So In-N-Out, Jen, is a.
I've heard of In-N-Out. I've never been to one, but I've heard of it. But the other two, or the other ones you guys said, I've never heard of.
What's your favorite like fast food?
It's my favorite fast food, Taco Bell.
Taco Bell's good.
I love Taco Bell.
So Amy's, are you familiar with Amy's like frozen foods, frozen health foods, so to speak?
I would probably know it if I saw it. It sounds familiar.
Well,
I would know it if I saw it as the name of my sex tape.
their headquarters are very close to where I live, and they opened a couple of healthy fast food joints, drive-throughs in the North Bay.
Nice.
Yeah, and it is oh fucking good. They have all kinds of shit. They have it's all vegetarian, and everything is available as vegan and or gluten free. So it's my jam. They have burgers, pizzas, burritos,
Man, I wish we
chili
had stuff like that here.
fries, bagels, fucking shakes, dairy or non-dairy, mac and cheese even.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's
that sounds so.
fantastic.
We don't have anything like that here. Closest we got to like vegan fast food was Burger King's Impossible Burger.
Oh yeah.
And then there was like, wasn't there
The
controversy around that with like the ingredients in there?
the Burger King Rebel Whopper is what you're talking about, right? It a lot of people got pissed off because they cook it on the same grill as all the regular meat, so pieces of the regular meat can get into the veggie burger.
Mm-hmm.
But the other big thing, and this is why I can't touch it, is because it has wheat in it, and I'm very gluten intolerant. I've been gluten free before most people knew what gluten was. I've been gluten free since '97.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Back then, everyone would always be like, "What's gluten? What's gluten?" while they eat their piece of cake. And
Back then, when they were looking for gluten, they were like, "I want it that way."
yeah, that's right. Those are the days.
Tell me why. So I found a fact, and I'm gonna read it as Bane. You guys ready?
Ready.
Okay, ready.
What does the DMC stand for on a DeLorean? The original DeLorean Motor Company, DMC, is an automobile manufacturer formed by automobile industry executive John DeLorean in 1975.
Awesome.
That sounded like a DeLorean fact.
As a fact about the DeLorean because we're going back to the future.
The Big Mac was introduced in 1968 and sold for 49 cents.
Do
Wow.
you know why?
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 The Big
Inflation.
Mac was no wait no that I mixed it up. I mixed it up. So I can't tell you a Big Mac story, but I can tell you because I'm a big foodie guy. Uh, I can tell you why the
Tell me
fish
why.
fillet is a thing. So the fish fillet is a thing because in certain areas there were like Roman Catholics, and like for like Lent, like like there's like certain days where you like they just don't eat meat, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like what they would do is like they would like lose money on those days, and it's like oh no, and because everybody likes making money, right? So uh this McDonald's owner was like, okay, so why don't we just make some fish sandwiches? And Ray Kroc was like, nah, that's stupid. So finally they were like, fine, try it. And they actually had like this contest of like it was like a pineapple burger and then versus like the fish fillet, and the fish fillet won. And that's why there's no pineapple burger on the menu, but the fish fillet is still there.
I
Wow.
think I knew that. I didn't remember the pineapple part, but I do remember, um, like, that group didn't eat beef, so they were losing money, so they came up with an alternative for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually like really funny, like how they were like, "Fuck it, like let's just come up with something else." What's your favorite thing to get from Taco Bell?
Um, I really enjoyed the Crunchwrap, but I also love, getting a chicken quesadilla with, extra jalapeno sauce or ranch sauce, whatever sauce they put on the quesadilla, I get extra of that. It's so delicious.
You know what I love? I love like the Cool Ranch Doritos Locos Tacos.
I
Mm.
can't do hard shell tacos
I am
Why?
all about their
because, like,
hard
the
shell
bottom
tacos.
gets really soggy, and it's just unpleasant to eat. I love soft shell tacos.
I like soft shell tacos more too, but like,
Mhm.
I can't eat
but
their soft shell
I just love
tacos
I just love Doritos.
Yeah.
So
because they're
like,
flour.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
Um, I've always been partial to their standard hard shell tacos since I was really little. I used to compete with some friends on how much we can eat and how we literally had eating contests, how much we can eat and how fast we can eat. Please don't try that at home, kids. It it,
I
it,
used to
it
be able
leads
to
to
eat
terrible
like
things.
8 soft tacos.
The most the most I ever had was 13 tacos
In one sitting.
in one sitting.
Oh my god.
Once at Taco Bell and once at a buffet in Yosemite. Both times it ended horribly, needless to say.
What about Del
Um,
Taco?
I've only been to Del Taco once, well maybe twice. I'm not sure, but it was all right. We don't really have Del Taco where I'm at though. It's you want to find a Del Taco in California, unless I'm blind, you're not going to find it in the Bay. Maybe it's in the South Bay, maybe it's in the East Bay, maybe in San Francisco, but definitely not the North Bay. That's
When I
that's
go to
that's where I'm from.
California, there's this one place that we got to go to. There's this place that I have heard so much about. It's in LA though.
That's fine.
Um,
That's 6 hours from me, by car.
no, but in LA, there's this place called the Apple Pan, and they apparently have like the best like burger ever, and I want to try it.
Okay,
hmm.
And they have like the best like apple pies off. So like, and
I'm down to try their
um,
fries. I'm
dude.
serious. I fucking love fries a lot.
Fries are good.
I'm living up to my Irish heritage with my love for
Nacho
potatoes in
fries,
general.
from Taco Bell.
I love nacho fries, and what I love more is their commercials. They do commercials so good.
I haven't seen a Taco Bell commercial in so long.
It's specifically the nacho fries commercials, like the new one
I
that
have to
I've
see
been
that.
seeing on Hulu has one of the kids, one of the older kids from Stranger Things, Steve, I think is his name.
Yeah,
And then if you guys have watched Modern Family, the older sister,
yeah,
they, those two are in it, and it's like a horror movie trailer, but it's
yeah.
nacho fries. It's so well done.
I've seen it. I love nacho fries. I love everything that freaking Taco Bell does.
Yeah, they're good.
Uh,
Speaking of Taco Bell nachos, y'all remember Nacho and Dog?
Do what?
You remember Nacho and Dog?
I don't.
I don't.
Really? So in the 90s, Nacho and Dog were Taco Bell's mascots. This is like just before
Oh, you mean the Taco Bell dog?
this is just before the Taco Bell dog. This is just before the Chihuahua Yo quiero Taco Bell. It was before that. Just before that, they had
That was the
these.
thing before that.
Yeah. Before that, they had Nacho and Dog. It was a Pikachu looking cat and a blue dog, and they were best friends. And they come in every kid's meal.
Bro.
Look them up, Nacho and Dog. They're adorable,
I
and they're incredibly '90s looking, which makes sense. They kind of remind me of, from my memory of them, they kind of remind me of Rocco's Modern Life for some reason.
Oh, okay.
what is like your favorite like 90s cartoon from
Jen,
like childhood?
Jen first.
Yeah, both of you guys.
I really enjoyed Cat Dog,
Cat Dog
and
was good.
uh, Hey Arnold was good.
Yes.
The Wild Thornberries was good. They had so many good shows back then.
I really love Doug and All Real Monsters and Rugrats.
Rugrats was good, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm very serious about this. Okay, all right. Tiny Toon Adventures. Okay, Animaniacs. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Batman the Animated Series. Okay, X-Men the cartoon, the
Oh
good
yeah.
one, not fucking Evolution. Fuck that shit. Okay, X-Men, X-Men the cartoon. All right, you know the Saturday morning one. Uh, Spider-Man, the animated series, and Gargoyles was also
Oh yeah, Gargoyles. I had a Gargoyles
yeah.
game for the Sega Genesis, and I could not get past the first level because had no idea what I was doing.
But like I freaking like I used to like watch that and guys. Okay, so like I was watching because I have HBO Max, right? And I was watching the other night, and they just put like a bunch of like Batman the animated series stuff on there, and they put Batman the Mask of Phantasm on there, which is like the animated movie for like the animated series, but it's like a movie, and they like released it in like theaters in like the 90s and stuff. And low key, like people that like know, like that's like the best Batman movie, like better than the Dark Knight. Like
Damn,
yeah, but it's
it's a high
animated, but
bar.
it's like the best Batman movie. Like if you want to know what Batman is, watch that movie.
Yeah.
And so I was like watching that, and I was like doing like the phantasm voice, because like the Mask of Phantasm is like, you know, there's like it's like this voice, and so like because like it's like somebody like trying to like kill all these mobsters, right? And Batman's like, hey, you can't be killing people. Uh, so and phantasm goes around and they're like, the angel of death awaits you. I actually think that's where the Bane voice came from. Like,
Interesting. I always thought the Bane voice came from Sean Connery because he sounds like a robotic Sean Connery. Or is it just
He
me?
does a little bit.
no, you know where the Bane voice came from? Because I've been studying it for the sketch that we're writing. By the way, we're writing a sketch, you guys. Just so you know, and it's gonna be great, and it's gonna be on the show, and it's gonna be wonderful, and you guys are gonna see it, and it's gonna be on late, but it's gonna be great.
Is this
Um,
inspired by the fact that Cutscene Cutie didn't know who Bane was?
no,
No,
so
he was.
I was watching stuff on HBO Max, and I was watching The Dark Knight because Dark Knight trilogy just came on there, and I was like, Bane. That would be hilarious if Bane did ASMR.
Yeah, man.
Because that's just how my brain works. I'm always like thinking of jokes, and so I was like, it would be hilarious if Bane did ASMR. So I was like,
Bane SMR.
I need you to go to sleep. You have my permission to sleep. You will sleep. No one cared
You will
until I told you to take a nap.
This is what Chris is doing after he retires IGL, by the way. He's starting a YouTube channel where he's Bane doing ASMR.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Please do
so,
that, Chris.
So like this is what I've been doing. I've been writing jokes for the sketch that we're doing, and our good friend Ed, who is a way better Bane than me, is going to be doing the Bane voice, and it's going to be great.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Ed's a good dude.
Yeah, Jen, why are you so good at ASMR though?
I've been asked. This is like the only question I've been asked.
Jen, why are you? Jen, what the fuck, bro? Like, bro, I need to. Okay. Ed, first of all, this is gonna be a shit show. So like Ed, like he's gonna have a lot of sketch stuff to fucking cut through. That's
Yes.
fine.
Yeah. No shit.
But like, I need to know why you're so good at this. Like, holy shit. Cause like, I watch a lot of ASMRtists. I watch a lot. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm sick a lot, so I'm stuck in bed a lot. And then I go and I look at your stuff, and you're like relax, and you're like, and then I relax. And how do you do that?
I'm magical. I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you a unicorn, bro?
I might be.
Bro.
Unigen. That's her actual name.
Yeah.
Just
Do you have like unicorn
it's
dust?
called Smidjen because it's a smidge of a cover up.
How did you come up with the name Smidjen, by the way?
It's really not that deep. So like, the word smidgen.
It's not as deep as the name of it. Sex thing.
Damn it. But like the word smidgen, like with a G instead of a J, it means like a small amount. Like, well, I'm 5 foot and my name's Jen. So I just thought I was clever for a few seconds and made the name Smidjen, and here we are.
Oh my god, your name is basically like mine.
Yeah. Not as good, but yeah.
It's like, because I'm Chris and I'm not walking, and we are clever motherfuckers.
Damn, I feel left out. My name has nothing to do with anything of my physicality. It has to do with my passions and my name. Film,
Well, a lot of
film
people,
animation, music, and K
Oh.
stands for Keith, and Cam rhymes with fam.
Well, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But a lot of people
Now you're
thought my
learning
name
stuff
was like North.
about the new host of the show.
There you go.
Guys, you guys are amazing. First of all, thank you very much. Coming back, coming back on the show and doing, and we're out here doing the damn thing. I didn't think I'd be able to do the thing today, and we did the damn thing, you guys.
We
I
did.
am so freaking proud of myself.
Yeah.
Guys, we have some fan questions
Ooh,
that we
yes.
have to read, that we're required by law to read here on Getting Late. That if we don't read these, they will take away our sponsors. We don't have sponsors, but if we did, they would take them away.
They'll preemptively take sponsors away.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull them up, but before I do, I wanna point out something. Chris tweeted, "Spending the night watching Smidjen 3 videos because I'm a goddamn professional interviewer. Let's go." So that's a thing
That's
that
what I did last night.
That's a thing that happened. Okay, so he also tweeted, "So this Saturday, we are shooting an interview with @Smidjen3 on It's Getting Late. She's the first interview of 2021, the first interview since I announced my retirement. Get your questions, guys, make them good." So the first question comes from our dear friend Gary the Gray ASMR. Shout out Gary, one of the greatest dudes in the fucking world, not just the ASMR community, in the world. Like, I'll fight anybody who disagrees. Just kidding, I'm a pacifist. But I will mentally fight anybody.
I'll actually fight you. So
Yeah. So he writes, "I want you to know, how did Christopher Not Walking stumble across you, and what is your most memorable ASMR memory you've ever had on Twitch or YouTube?" And before you answer, I love blowing at Chris's. In case you can't tell, I love blowing up Chris's spot. He kind of spoiled it before we even recorded this, let alone aired it, by writing, "I told her she looked like a mutual friend. I don't think she liked me at first because I unlike a lot, but she warmed up to me. LOL." But Jen, how about let's hear your take of it, because the question was addressed to you and it's meant for this episode, and I'm being a passive aggressive prick.
Yeah, you answer the question. You already answered it.
So I have to answer how Chris found me?
Yeah.
Well,
let's hear your point of view.
I didn't remember until Chris said it earlier, but now I do remember. He did tell me that I looked similar to ASMR Goldie, you said?
Yeah.
Oh
Do
yeah,
ASMR?
I remember Goldie.
Because I do too, and we did look a little bit similar. And then, yeah, like, I don't remember much. I remember he was obsessed with butts, and that's all I ever saw him say everywhere. And I was like, okay, that's fine.
Oh, that is true.
I remember, like, seeing his name, Christopher Not Walking, and then I learned he was in a wheelchair, and I loved that. I was like, what a genius freaking name.
Yeah. He'll never admit that it has anything to do with Christopher Walken, even though the way he spells it tells otherwise.
Yeah, I don't actually care about Christopher Walken. Like,
what? Wow, I'm offended.
Wow, I don't care. I don't know. It's crazy.
But yeah, it's a good name, and I liked his attitude about everything. So that's kind of what I remember. But you have to keep in mind, like, I'm very
Also,
introverted, and especially in the beginning, I was
I have
very.
another confession. I'm not really that. Butts is just a joke. That I'm not really a butt. I'm not really obsessed with butts.
Yeah, I know now.
Yeah.
It's more of a meme now.
Chris uses his butt more than anyone else I know. Facts.
Very good at
I'm
twerking.
always on my butt.
Yeah.
But no, like I say butts because like that's like the least like threatening body part ever, I think. So like, and it's also like the most comical. So like, and like
What about the heart?
no,
Ooh.
I feel like butts is just one of those things that like I want to make people laugh. That's all I do. That's all I care about. If I can make people happy and make people laugh, like that's kind of like how like when you guys do your ASMR, you wanna you know put people to sleep and make people feel good. I want to make people feel good by making them laugh.
Yeah.
So
I'm kind of a combination of both.
I write jokes about butts and stuff and sex tapes and stuff.
And we
Yeah.
love it.
That's what I do. Jen, so we have
We have some more fan
wait,
questions.
we have some more fan questions,
Yeah.
Okay.
and
So so this next one is from Becca at Best WWE Memes. Great handle. She asks a good few questions.
Okay.
so many questions.
Wow.
Okay, so her
This
first
is the
question.
actual interview. That's how many questions there is.
Yes. How long ago was it when you first found out about ASMR? Kind of covered that, but like, how long ago time wise was it?
Very soon before I decided to start, probably a few months before, so probably coming up on 3 years ago.
Oh wow,
Mhm.
that's awesome.
Well,
You-
I guess that's not true because remember, my husband showed me about 7 years ago. So, like, um, I knew of it then, but I didn't really know about it, if that's fair.
That's kind of how I was with Game Grumps, seeing them parody it a year prior to seeing Review Tech USA do it and actually understand it. So
Mhm.
I feel you.
Mhm.
if you could go back and tell your past self advice, what would it be?
Probably, stop giving a shit of what other people think about you.
Hell
Yeah, because guess what?
yes.
I don't know if you know about this, Jen, but guess what? You're kind of fucking awesome,
Thank you.
and I will fight anybody. Okay, I don't care anybody. You listen to me right now. Listen to me right now. My name is Christopher Notwagen. I am the host of Getting Late with FamCam, and I will fucking fight you if you say anything bad about Smidjen.
It's more like when I was younger, like, I always would act how I thought people wanted me to act, and then, people didn't like me because of things they heard about me, and they didn't even really know me, even though those things, like, weren't true that they heard, so if
I
I could
can
go back and
relate
just,
to
like,
that
not
so
give a
well.
shit, it would be great.
Keith knows I can relate to that.
Oh yeah.
There have been rumors about me that's like just like super like Keith's like that's not true. Like
Right.
Oh yeah. She then asks, "How did you find ASMR?" We covered that. How did
Mhm.
you decide you wanted to stream it?
how did you decide to want to stream some Mars? You press the stream button and you're like, let's do this.
Well, when I first started streaming, I was doing video games,
Hmm.
and
I remember that
um
too.
yeah, because I told my husband that I was gonna keep ASMR on YouTube and do Twitch for gaming, and I don't even know why I streamed
I
ASMR.
remember sneaking into one of your first streams.
Yeah, it's great,
Chris,
great
You,
time.
Chris is actually the reason why I started doing ASMR on Twitch because I too was doing ASMR just on YouTube and
Mhm.
Twitch for gaming, and Chris was like, bro, ASMR is huge on Twitch." I
And
was
see, I
like,
didn't think that when I first started. I was like, "Let's the audience doesn't really seem to be here. People know me on YouTube for ASMR."
"Yeah,
But then I just decided I was like, "I'll try it one time on Twitch," and I actually ended up really liking it,
yeah, it's
and it just
fantastic."
kinda took off.
It's a
Yeah,
it's a fantastic way to really connect with your viewers.
exactly.
Whether you're gaming or not, because ASMR you're creating a very chill, comforting environment where people don't feel intimidated for the most part. I'm looking at you, Chris.
Mhm.
but
it's all
but
about
no, for
comfort, man.
all kidding aside, it's a very welcoming environment, and that I think is part of why live ASMR is so appealing for a lot of people.
Yeah, and you get the interactive, like, I feel, and I don't mean this in a bad way, it's mainly my fault, but I feel so much closer to my Twitch community than I do my YouTube community, just because I talk to them, 4 days a week at least,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
it's just so interactive, and I don't know, I just really enjoy it, and with ASMR, all of your attention is going to your chat, unless you do,
Mm.
like, no talking or whatever, people stream ASMR differently, but for me and my
Yeah.
streams, I very much interact and I talk a lot and like will whisper.
And
Yeah.
All
you
of
know
my
what different
attention there.
people like are into, and you know
Mhm.
what different like people like need, right? So
Mhm.
like, let's say like somebody comes in and that is like irregular and they're like having like a bad day with, and you know what their favorite like trigger is, like
Right.
boom, you can like
Yeah.
do that thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, very, very often when Chris comes to my stream, if I don't already have fluffy mics going, I get the fluffy mics going because I know that's his jam. It's my jam too.
Yep.
Um, but also sometimes people come in and even if you this is mostly in reference to Chris. Sometimes you don't know what they want to avoid. Recently, Chris told me that I love Keith. He's my brother, but he does a lot of tongue clicking. And when I hear his tongue clicking, it makes me want to punch a baby or something like that.
Oh, I feel that way about ear eating.
Yeah.
I hate tongue clicking. I also hate ear eating too.
I'm not a
Yeah.
big fan of ear eating either. Ear licking, I can kind of tolerate a little bit, but ear
No, I
eating,
don't like doing
way
it.
too much saliva for me to deal with.
I just don't like wet sounds, bro.
Yeah.
No,
Not into it.
no,
But I
it's
don't like
like
tongue
people
clicking
chew.
because it's like why?
I do that
Hate it.
quite frequently, but I do it like I just I don't realize I do it sometimes.
See,
The tongue clicking.
Keith does it
Yeah.
though, and then like I deal with it. Like I'm just like it's fine, it's fine, it's
I
fine.
do it more in my YouTube
But
videos than I do live streams.
Lately, I've been trying to cut back on the frequency of my tongue clicking whenever Chris shows up.
Mm-hmm.
it's fine though. Like if that's the trigger, like because there are triggers that I just absolutely can't stand, and that's like one of the ones that is like kind of annoying, but like I can deal with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's one that you can't deal with at all besides ear eating or ear licking?
Uh,
And this is the both of you, by the way.
I
Well,
don't like it when people repeat themselves.
oh really?
Oh,
Yeah.
like repeating trigger words?
Yeah, like saying it like over and over and over, like really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that.
Interesting.
That's weird because like a lot of people enjoy that. I've never heard anyone say they don't like that. That's interesting.
I only like it in ASMR. I only
Right.
like it in ASMR. Okay.
Oh
You
my
get the
See what you did there.
I'm gonna murder him.
So we're still on Becca questions. So we have two more of those.
Okay.
Who is your video game comfort character?
Video game comfort character.
Mhm.
That's an interesting question. I don't know if I have a specific character. So if I'm gonna like chill out by myself, it's usually like a game like The Sims, or lately it's been My Time at Portia. I've been really into that game, just games like that. So I don't think it's necessarily a specific character.
When
That
I
brings
met Jen, that's what she was playing, by the way.
The Sims.
Oh.
Yeah,
I believe it.
you were
I've-
playing The Sims,
The first
And
game
I
I
came
ever,
in,
the first
and I made a
game,
joke. She doesn't even remember this. It was like we had just gotten merch, and I was like showing off the merch, and she's like, "I'm not buying that." She said something smart ass, and I was like, "No, you're scary. I'm sorry."
I kind of remember that. I was just like, I'm probably not going to buy it, but it's cool. Like, just being honest. I didn't mean it.
the first game I ever saw Jen play, I think, was a Far Cry game.
Now we gotta get.
Far Cry 5.
Now we
Far
gotta
Cry
get
5,
Jen
yes.
an ITL shirt
Yeah, we do.
and be like, you
My
were what now, bro?
my video game comfort character, that's easy. Yoshi.
Oh, I do love Yoshi.
Yoshi's my man.
I loved Yoshi's Island on the Super Nintendo.
Oh yes.
One of my favorite games.
I still haven't beaten it.
Really?
I'm gonna have to before 2021 is over.
I was always a PlayStation guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
PlayStation's good too. They're all
Yeah.
great. I was
I was always
I
a
was a
PlayStation
Nintendo
guy,
Sega
and I was
guy.
always like a Madden and an NBA 2K guy.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't get
Mm.
into the sports games.
The sports game I
Oh,
really got into, or two of them that my sister and I played a ton, were Major League Baseball featuring Ken Griffey Jr. Um,
yes.
Ken Griffey Jr. Chris knows. Ken Griffey Jr. does some random commentary when something amazing happens, like you dive and catch the ball. He's like, man, he's got a great glove, or you strike somebody out, and he's like, he's got a cannon, or this guy's got some heat. Um, you tag somebody out, he's like, nailed him.
Nailed him is the name of my sex tape.
Oh man.
And the other one is SSX Tricky. It's a snowboarding game with attitude, and it's so much fun. And you get to you can shove your opponents into the ground, and if you do, you get full boost for that. You normally get boost. It's a racing snowboarding game, but you do tricks to get boost. But if you shove one of your opponents on the ground, you immediately get full boost. But then you might
Oh, I also used to love the Tony Hawk games.
Oh yeah, the Tony Hawk games are fantastic too. My sister always destroyed me in graffiti mode, so she would always and only play graffiti mode because that's the one
You
she
remember
wins.
like Midnight Club, which was it was like a racing game?
Oh, I sucked at that.
Oh, I love that game. I was so good at that game. I love racing games.
They're good.
Me and my brother used to play a lot of racing games. One of our favorites was on the Nintendo 64. It's like Cruisin' Exotica or something like that.
Oh,
The
cruising!
heck out
There
of
was
that game.
Cruising World and Cruising USA, and I was there. I had never heard of Cruising Exotica.
I think that's what the name was. I'm not sure,
Yeah,
but
that's the name of the porn version.
Oh,
it is a weird name for Exotica.
no. Okay, so apparently Cruising Exotica is real.
Yeah.
Came
Did
out.
you just Google it that quickly?
Yes, I did. It's an arcade game, but yeah,
Wow.
it was released on the N64 in 2000, along with a
Oh
Game
my
Boy
God.
Color version.
I'm so old.
I'm
You're
the
not
oldest
old.
of us three. Last one from Becca. What is your proudest moment?
Proudest moment? Probably getting partnered on Twitch. That was pretty
Hell
cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
You have a check
That's-
mark by your name because you're famous.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one of my goals for 2021.
Yeah.
You're gonna get it.
Let's hope.
It's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna be there, and it's gonna be a party, and yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. So these next few questions are from Nicholas. Nicholas or Nicholas. I always want to say Nicholas when I don't know them. I don't know why.
I think it's Nicholas.
It doesn't have an H. That's why I'm. That's why I'm.
Oh, I know.
That's
He,
why.
he doesn't like Nicholas's with H. That's not how you spell it. I know who you're talking about.
Interesting. He writes, now that you've been streaming on Twitch for a year, what are some things you learned?
One of the biggest things that I've recently learned is, and I never believed people when they did this, but turning off or hiding your viewer count is essential. And I've recently started to do this, and it's really changed like the way I stream and the way I feel about streaming. I feel like my attention is more on my chat and what's happening in the moment versus always watching the number and trying to like have a higher number than the stream before, which is totally out of my control. So it's just easier to not watch it and kind of look at your
I'll look at your numbers for you. Don't worry.
analytics after you're done. But that was probably like one of the biggest things, and setting goals that you can control, like no longer having like follower goals or sub goals. Well, like sub goals, you can have them. Like I have sub goals in my streams, but like
Yeah, me too.
for example, a goal isn't like I want to have 500 goal or subs by the end of this year, because like that's completely out of my control. So I've started just making goals that I know I can do.
You
For
guys subscribe to Keith's Twitch right now. I will get my nips out.
oh dear, you better do it.
And he's been the cold, so there's that.
But
Yeah.
just having goals that, like, I'll stream X amount of days, um,
Yeah.
things that I can control is much better.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is some tips that you have? This is not one of our fan questions. Well, like, let's say people are like starting out, right?
Mhm.
And they just hit affiliate, and they're because I'm always, you know me. I'm always trying to put people in, to use wrestling terms, to put people over, and build people up, and really try to like help get people to the next level.
Mhm.
So if you have to give anybody any like tips on like how to like get to that level, like what sort of like advice would you give somebody who's like starting out?
I would say, consistency is key. You need to, 1, have a schedule, but also have a schedule that you can easily maintain.
Mm-hmm.
Because whenever you start streaming, I know the feeling, it's super exciting, you wanna do it as much as you can, so you don't really set a block of, like, an actual schedule time, you just stream when you want to or stream when you can, and
Yeah.
that can create burnout really quick. I
Oh yeah.
experienced that when I first started, so to really find a schedule that you can maintain for a long time, and you can
Absolutely.
tweak it, as time goes on, like, if you find you could probably stream an extra hour, you could probably fit that in and it wouldn't burn you out, add that on later, but a schedule is very important, being consistent, um, and just doing what you enjoy instead of what you think the masses will enjoy. Like, if you're gaming, it's usually not smart to stream, like, a huge game, like, when Fortnite was huge, like,
Oh
you're
yeah.
probably not gonna get seen
Yeah,
being a
because
top
Twitch's
streamer.
discoverability is awful for people who are streaming to 0 to 1 viewers, which is like 99% of
Mhm.
streamers. And it's going to show
I
the streamers with all the viewers first. And if it's a
Mhm.
huge game, there's going to be a lot of those streamers, and you're going to get buried down below. And
Yep.
nobody scrolls that far.
if you're just I this is just what like I'm nobody, right? So like I'm not a streamer or anything, but I do have an eye for talent, and that's one of the things that I pride myself on.
By the way, before you
And
continue, I'd like to point out only Christopher Not Walken can interview people like GV and Frivy and still call himself nobody.
Right? Doesn't sound like nobody.
I'm
That is
nobody. I'm
humble shit,
fucking
man. That
I'm so trash.
He
Like
is the
what are you
king of
talking about?
he is the king of humble.
I am so trash. I don't even know what you're talking about. But listen, I have an eye for talent. Like I love building people up, and I love to like promote people. So like I keep an I pay attention to like what people are doing, and I've noticed that with certain streamers, it's never the game. It's never like they could be doing ASMR, doing games. Like my friend Nuggy, she does games, but she's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's always how you make people feel
Mhm.
and how you interact with people. That's like that's how you're going to be successful.
Mhm.
If you're
Hmm.
good at that, then you got this.
Yep.
Um, and I think that's why Jen is so like that's why she has a check mark by her name, because like people, they go in and they relate to Jen. Uh,
Yeah, exactly.
you know, they go in, they relate to Fam Cam. That's why he's get that check mark. You know,
Mhm.
Fingers crossed.
it's fucking happened. I swear to God.
When
Like
it does, I'm gonna
where
go back to this episode and listen to this part and be like, oh wow, holy shit.
And I think a lot of people, when they first start out, they want things like they almost do too much, like, as in, like, alert sounds and, um, adding things onto your stream, and it for me, personally, I mean, it's all of this is subjective. Some people may like the chaoticness and, um, the overwhelming sounds and stuff. I'm just not personally one of those, and if you constantly are, like, um, doing what chat wants you to do, it just is all over the place, and, I mean, I check
Yeah.
out, and I usually click out, so, like, at the end of the day, do what you want to do. And if you want things over the top, then by all means, but just understand that some people don't like that and it takes away from what you're doing. So like if you're gaming and you have these extra things that people can like donate to or give bits to, or they're just like, what does, I know Streamlabs has some things like the wheel and other fun little
As long as you're
The
doing
wheel.
stuff
games.
where you like have fun and like you're being genuine to
Mhm.
yourself, then I
Yeah,
think you're gonna be
be
successful.
yourself is key. You gotta be the kind of person that you got to be the kind of person that people know you as. Like for some people it works going over the top. Perfect
Mhm.
example. This is not an ASM artist, but Dashi. He's he's a gaming. He's a let's player. Um,
Mhm.
he's all about. I'm gonna get away from the mic so it's not too loud. He's like, "What up? It's Dashi." That's his intro. He started out all calm, and as time went by, he got more and more and more intense. For him, that worked. Like one of his first videos, like, "Yo, what up? My name is Dash," and something like that.
Because you
Stark
can tell
contrast.
when it's genuine and when it's not. Like if
Yeah,
you have to force being over the top, yeah, people probably aren't going to like that because they can
exactly.
see it and be
You,
like,
it's got to
this
come.
doesn't feel normal,
It's
you
got to
know?
come natural. You do want to have
Mhm.
personality, but it needs to be natural personality.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
Yeah. You
saying?
don't
Yeah.
want to force
You,
anything.
it's got to be like people can tell when you're being fake. People can tell when you're trying to be something you're not, and you don't want to do that.
Yeah. And you cannot please everyone. Like you're
No,
not going to make everyone happy. You have to
that
do
shouldn't
what
even be your
you want.
goal, even if it was possible to in my opinion. Because if you do, people are just going to be confused because you're doing all these different things. And I'm all for variety, but you got to be
Uh-huh.
careful with that because if you do it so much, it can just confuse people and people,
Yeah.
especially with streaming. Because I learned this the hard way. I for a long time did like everything I wanted to do and people didn't know what they were going to come in. Usually,
Yep.
when I go to a stream, I go to a particular streamer. I know what to expect. I know what I'm going
You know
into,
what you're going to get. So
and if
you know
they're,
what to get
yeah,
there. Yeah.
even bigger streamers tend to struggle when they when they stream something when they stream something else.
Nuggy is one of those people that you either going in, you're either gonna get a game or
Yeah.
like
Caitlin, our friend Caitlin's a great example too. She's known for ASMR. She does games sometimes too, and she has a
Mhm.
decent amount of viewers when she does a gaming stream, but
Mhm.
nowhere near what she has when she's doing an ASMR stream because that's what people know her for.
you guys.
Yep. And I'm the
I
same way.
I need to brag on Caitlin a little bit
Okay.
because I was very sick for New Year's and I was home alone because my family was off doing stuff and I couldn't go anywhere because I can't go anywhere because I'm a COVID risk, right? So
Hmm.
like so I was like home alone and Caitlin found out about this and Caitlin's like no no no, and so she's like we're gonna do games, and so we did games that whole night, and I spent New Year's Eve with Caitlin, uh, who I used to be like, "You're famous and scary," and I
Yeah.
spent New
Hashtag
Year's Eve with
famous and scary. That's become a
her.
meme on IGL.
She's famous and scary, and I literally was with her like all night.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
You
and then
did
like
that while semi lurking my stream, occasionally popping in and bragging that you were in 2021 and I was stuck in 2020.
oh yeah, I was
We
like
did it. We played Animal Crossing throughout the night, and the game had its own New Year's countdown, and that was really special to experience with
Jim, this is
everybody.
what I did. This is what I did to keep. So I'm on the East Coast, right?
Mhm.
So um so like after like midnight, I kept like tweeting Keith, and I was like, Keith, look at Keith stuck in 2020 like a bitch.
Yeah, he did that for 3 hours because I'm on the West Coast, 3 hours behind.
He did that for 3 hours.
He did that for 3 fucking hours,
hours.
man.
Oh, I love that.
I was like, Chuck is stuck in 2020 like a bitch. And he's like, I'm like,
Meanwhile,
I'm in
most of the
future.
world was in 2021 before you were.
Right.
I was like, bitch, I didn't even need the DeLorean. Get wrecked.
That's funny.
Dimitri Martin once had a joke where he was like, I got a time machine at home. It only goes forward at regular speed. Essentially a cardboard box, and on the outside I wrote time machine in Sharpie.
Guys, you know what though? If you think about it, a car is a time machine. Because we're always moving forward in time,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
Wow.
And you get in the car, and then you go to this place, and then you're in another place, and time is moved. So cars are time machines. The DeLorean is real.
That's very philosophical.
We got a couple
Guys.
more questions, by the way.
Okay.
Nicholas asks,
Don't even show him how to say it correctly. Please.
Fair enough.
I want him to fuck it up. Like I want to see how many different ways he pronounces it.
So Nicholas says, what's your favorite part about doing ASMR?
My favorite part? Probably the interaction. That helps, yeah. The
I
interaction.
hate that part. I
people.
hate the paycheck part. Because then
It's the worst.
I got to pay taxes.
That's true. That's true. The interaction.
You pay your taxes? Wow.
And feeling like I'm
That was a joke, Uncle Sam.
don't come from feeling like I'm helping people, and I think that's really cool. Every time I get like a comment or someone comes into my stream, says I help them with either their sleep or their anxiety or something.
Yeah, that's
It's
a
a surreal
really
feeling.
fantastic feeling. I remember one of the first times that ever happened to me. Actually, this guy is still a big part of my community. His name's Corpse Type. He's an art school and is a fantastic artist. Drew my first fan art in the pre beard era. So I'm gonna have to commission him to do it again. But he told me that he was stressing the hell out in school, and my ASMR has been helping him get through it. And I was just so freaking touched by it. And he started coming to my streams and everything, and he's played Among Us with me a few times.
That's
You know, speaking of art, this isn't like Keith didn't know I was going to do this, but you guys, so Smidjen is a pretty big name, and we are very lucky to, and knowing that she's here, I want to mention somebody who I think is wonderful, and I think Keith probably knows where I'm going with this. We have a friend named Knights Player who is the sweetest man on planet Earth.
Oh, yeah.
And he is just the sweetest guy. He does ASMR and he does portraits of ASMRtists, and
Yeah.
he does like everybody, and he does them like to
I've
like
seen those. Yeah.
Yeah.
he's so good. And guys, I really think that you should go and give him a follow. We'll throw in a clip right now of the homie.
Girls on it too. I like the ears. I like the every features in this picture. Oh my god, you're gonna put that back. It's a sleepy kitty in the portrait on the wall of ASMR.
That way we can get him some views, because people are mean to him, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's so
That's the shitty thing about a combination of being a content creator, but also being on the autism spectrum. I, for one, know firsthand the struggles of that. It tends to bring a lot more hate, a lot more bullying and
Mhm.
shit like that because
That's so dumb. I'm
it re-
sorry you guys have to deal with that.
yeah. I I've as a kid I was bullied a ton because of that. Not so much now.
Mhm.
Um
Let someone try to bully Keith. I'll fuck him up.
yeah.
You get
Well,
'em,
most
Chris.
most of the bullying I've dealt with as an adult was in shitty relationships.
Right, right.
But I digress. Nucleus says, will your husband ever guest star on stream?
Yes.
We'll have to see. I'm not sure.
Will he ever do ASMR?
You don't want to hear his ASMR.
I want to
What?
hear his ASMR.
I definitely want to hear his ASMR.
Maybe one day we'll see.
I think you guys should fucking like do ASMR together and be like the ASMR like power couple. Like,
Yeah.
do it.
Some of my favorite videos of GBs these days are when she brings Ben on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Particularly the one where they played chess.
You know, when she was on the show, he was a secret. Like,
He
Really?
was?
yeah. Well, I don't know if he was a secret, but like she just didn't talk about him.
Hmm.
Probably privacy reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now the world
Yeah, which
and now the
I
world
totally
knows
understand.
and now the world knows her real name.
That's so crazy.
I knew that for a while.
You
too.
did. I remember the first episode of then Dirty Nerdy Show I've ever edited. You said, and I quote, "I know the answer and I'm not allowed to say it. God damn it." And now the rest of us do too.
That's
I'm
awesome.
not allowed to say it, but she's a very nice lady, and I would never say anything. 'Cause
I'm still not saying her name in this video. Go to her
I'm not
channel
gonna
and
say her
watch.
name either.
Go to her channel and watch her video titled "My Real Name" or something like that, and you'll find it there.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah,
get her more
You
I'm
should
not.
restricted it, you know?
But like, here's the thing. Like, I have a show where I get to interview ASM artists, and the only reason I have that is because she said yes.
Really?
Years ago. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
Because
it
because
was
of G?
her.
Really?
It was because of GB and Frivy, and it was a combination of her and Frivy, and then Seafoam. Because I got those three back to back,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was like, "Oh shit, I can act. Maybe I can do this."
Yeah.
And it gave me the confidence to like start like turn this into a thing.
Yeah.
And
That's so awesome.
yeah, and now it's the thing, and now it's what we do here on the show, and we just talk and we bullshit and we have fun, and that's what Getting Late's about.
Yeah.
You got to enunciate that, by the way, because it almost sounds like you said that's what getting laid is about.
That is what Getting Late is about.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
It's bullshitting, but in the bedroom
Yeah.
or wherever else it's getting late is happening.
But so, do we have any more fan questions?
No,
What?
I don't think. Yeah, that we covered them all.
We
Nice.
Covered Them All is the name of my sex tape.
Oh boy.
Jen,
Yes.
Jen, why are you so wonderful?
Why are you gonna take over the world?
No, seriously, you are an absolute gem of a person, and I genuinely mean this. I genuinely mean this. You are one of the best ASMR creators that I've ever seen, and I look forward to the kind of stuff that you do because I'm one of those people that I sit, you know, you know, I struggle a lot.
Mhm.
I'm in pain a lot, and I go to your videos. when I'm having moments of like extreme pain or like when I need to like get it off of my mind, like I'll like pull up one of your fact videos or like one of your fluffy mic videos, like, and you have this ability to make people feel safe and accepted, and that is a rare thing. And I think that the sky is the limit for you. Like there's nothing that you can't do, and I look forward to seeing what you do in the future. So yeah, thank you so much for coming on. It's getting late.
Well, thank you for having me. That means a lot. I appreciate
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Guys, listen. Here's the thing. If you want to email us, Keith, where can they email us?
It's gettinglatepod@gmail.com, right?
Yep.
Confession time. Chris didn't tell me the name until in the middle of this episode when you said it in this episode, by the way. He just told me that we have an email. It was brand new. I'm amazed I remembered it.
I told him last night. I was like, guess what? I started a business email. I told him this last night.
Yeah.
And then I went to bed. And I didn't even tell him what the email was.
So I'm amazed that I remembered it just from hearing you say it once. Because that's a rare thing for me, dude.
So I don't know how he puts up with me because
Bro, look at the kind of shit I dealt with people I knew IRL throughout the years, and you'll see how I put up with what is seemingly nothing compared to that. I'm not naming names, but yeah.
Like I don't think
That's also how I deal with trolls. I'm not comparing Chris to trolls, by the way. I don't want to get it twisted, but that's why it's very easy for me to deal with trolls, because I've been dealing with that kind of shit all my life. As an Aspie, you deal with that shit constantly, no matter what.
Jen. Anyways, we were rapping, and I was saying how amazing you are, and how that you would even agree to come on my little trash show. Well, it's not a trash show anymore because Keith is the host now.
Oh,
Like,
it was not a trash show to begin with. It was.
No.
I became a fan instantly when I first saw you interview our friend Emerald Rose. That's how I found you.
no, I'm so trash, bro. I'm just so bad at this. I'm the worst. You guys are getting an upgrade with Keith.
Whatever.
Well, I'm flattered, but I don't know. I'll do my best. Andros won't have his way with me.
You guys are getting an
Some
upgrade.
of you got
because
that.
I'm so trash. But yeah, Jen, thank you so much for coming on. I really do appreciate you, and I genuinely mean that. I think you are one of the best to ever do this, and so yeah, thank you for even agreeing to be on my little podcast.
Yeah, seriously, thank you.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Before we wrap up,
coming and
though,
bullshitting with us.
there's one thing that I'm not going to let Jen off the hook for, and that is we got to tell a couple dad jokes.
Oh, dear.
And here's why.
Wait, what?
Half a year ago, Jen and I happened to put out dad joke videos about the same time. So in honor of that, we got to tell a couple dad jokes.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Start.
I will intro the dad joke, but I'll do it as Bane. Okay.
Okay.
Oh no! Wait, who wants to go first?
I don't care.
Because I'm a prick, I'm gonna have Jen go first.
Okay.
But if it takes time to think of one, I can cut the time it takes.
Okay.
So
Are
take
we
all
ready?
the time you want. All right. Do that. Do the damn thing. Intro, Chris.
What?
Now,
Oh, sorry.
Smidjen with dad jokes on It's Getting Late. There you
What was a more important invention than the first telephone? The second one.
go. That was funny.
A horse walked into a bar. Several people got up and left as they saw the danger in that situation.
I was going to build a watch made entirely of herbs and spices, but I couldn't find the time.
Here's what I just realized. Dad jokes are funnier when you know what's coming right before it happens. No, that's not the name of one of Chris's
Name
sex
of my
tapes.
sex tape.
I want to get a fluffy cat named Mike. That's it.
What? Wow.
A persistent banker wouldn't stop hitting on me, so I asked him to leave me alone.
That is great. That was actually, I like that one.
A fish swam into the wall and said, "Damn!"
What do you call corn that joins the army? Colonel.
All right. This is the joke. This is the joke off. Whoever can't do a joke loses.
Well, that's not fair because I have an ace up my sleeve.
You have an ace up your sleeve?
Yeah. I have an app.
Oh, I was going to ask, is it spades, diamonds, hearts, or clubs?
You guys ever played the game Spades?
No.
No.
Oh, I love Spades. I'm an old person though.
Yeah, me too. But I've never
Yes,
played spades. I need
I
to play
haven't either.
spades.
You ever played Phase 10?
Yes, I love that game.
Phase 10?
Oh my god, I love Phase 10.
Is this a new segment where we name a bunch of games that Keith doesn't know of?
We should do Phase 10 on Getting Late one night.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to find like an online version though.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
down.
Keith, you'll like it. It's like Uno, but
Ooh, I love Uno.
It's a little
it's
different.
like Uno but different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a fun game.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun times. Yeah. Jen, thank you so much for coming on.
Of course.
Guys, here's what you need to do. If you wanna email us at
It's gettinglatepod@gmail.com.
Wow. I made the fucking email and I didn't remember the email. Keith remembered the email. I told him one time.
Like 2 hours ago.
But yeah, send us an email if you want, if you're an ASMR, or if there's an ASMR artist that you want on the show, or if you just have questions, and just fucking email us, bro. Send us. No, don't. I was gonna say something bad.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say.
I'm not going to cut that, by the way.
I was gonna say send lewds, and then I was like, don't actually send lewds, because then people are gonna like think I was serious, because I'm not serious. But and then
Everybody send Chris lewds.
Nobody send me lewds. Swear to God, please don't. I don't want titties in my face. I'm a good boy, okay? I'm so innocent. Like, please don't. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. Here's the thing. Here's what you got to do right now. If you're coming over from Smidjen, hi, my name is Christopher Not Walking. This is It's Getting Late with Christopher Not Walking and Fam Cam. This is my last year on the show, and then Fam Cam takes over. But this is our little podcast where we interview the greatest ASM artist of all time, as seen here right now with Smidjen.
Yeah.
Um,
By the
and
way, Jen, why are you the greatest ASMR artist of all time?
Oh my god.
I think Chris keeps forgetting to ask that.
I okay, so there's only one person that I call goat, but like I think she's one of the greatest. Here's the thing, you guys. Jen is kind of the fucking best. All right, she's kind of the best, and she's one of the best to ever fucking do this. And I swear to God, if you're not subscribed to her, I don't like you. Okay, I
Oh.
don't like you, and you probably smell bad. And if you smell good, then prove it by subscribing to Smidgen. But yeah, subscribe to Smidgen, and if you're coming over, hi, I'm Chris Nutwalkin. This fam cam. We interview ASM on our little show, and we hope that you'd come and hang out with us more often, and come and love us, because we need all of your attention and affection and acceptance,
And
because
lewds.
we have low self
Chris
esteem,
totally missed
and
what I said. That's great.
so if you want to help our self esteem, you can hit subscribe and hit like and comment and tell us that we're amazing, and
Do all
that
the
we
things.
are pretty, and
Mhm.
that our nips are wonderful. Uh,
All right, that derailed.
yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. That's Smidgen. My name is Christopher Nowaka. That's FabCab. This is It's Getting Late. It's been wonderful. We love you so much. Don't touch yourself too much.
That's Carol's line.
And we'll see you in the next one. And we love you. Bye.
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 Stay chill.
Bro, we fucking smashed that shit, bro.
That's the name of my sex tape.